Still so many stories to tell. Now, unlike my colleague Katie Hines, I was unable to be at the conference today, watch the announcement by Donald Trump. And that's because my press credential was denied, which meant that I could not be inside the Carrier plant. It appears that after 10 months of telling the workers' story, going to Monterrey, Mexico, and asking tough questions of the company, that all came with a price today.
The best way to stay competitive is to move production to Monterrey, Mexico.
Without notice, Carrier workers felt body slammed on February the 10th.
Punched in the gut, stabbed in the back.
What am I going to do?
Their jobs heading to Mexico, where the company has a big operation. My first goal upon getting the assignment was to meet the families impacted and tell their stories. People like T.J. Bray, a married father of 2 who's worked at the plant for 14 years. That's since graduating from Decatur Central High School.
I always thought I was secure and I would be able to retire there.
Larry Linville, who is the longest serving employee at Carrier with 51 years of service, and he feared that he would have to retire from the job he loves.
I had planned on just working until my body wouldn't let me work, or I died.
And Ashley Shockley, mother of 5, who was proud of the company's education program that allowed her to earn 2 degrees.
I like my company.
Despite their pride, they felt betrayed.
If it was strictly a business decision for some of us, when I got my first degree, I would have just abandoned them. I would have left.
So RTV6 sent me to Monterrey, Mexico, to look for answers on the minds of hundreds of workers. We have heard your anger and your disappointment over Carrier's decision to move jobs here. We wanted to see why the jobs were going there. And is the $3 an hour being offered to Mexican workers enough for a Hoosier family to live off in Monterrey? Can I live off the $3 to $6 an hour wage being offered to workers here?
Not really. No, not at all.
We found a cosmopolitan city where thousands of companies like Carrier have set up shop. But $3 an hour, as we found at a tiny food shop near a Carrier plant, won't go far by Indiana standards. So I've already spent my 50 pesos on this. The 4-day trip was not without dangers. We want to give you a better view of what this complex looks like. Because of the drug cartels, my photographer and I had to travel with plainclothes police and a driver. We're outside the Carrier plant here in Monterrey, Mexico, hoping to get access to their plant here. Our cameras only went dark once. Private security at Carrier's plant and local police held us at gunpoint for about an hour while we stood outside. It's a story I did not share with my wife until I got home. We continued filing reports from Monterrey, and when we returned home, we began asking Carrier's top executives tough questions like these at the State House. Will you change your mind and keep the jobs?
Looking forward to a great meeting with the governor.
Sir, would you work for $3 an hour?
Looking forward to discussing with the governor the transition for our workers.
Governor Pence sat down with us and pushed back on a Mexican official remarking on what needs to be done to save jobs.
He said that in Indiana, we can either cry or we can invest in our people, talent, and schools and science and technology.
Indiana doesn't need a lecture from Mexico about how to create jobs. We've got the strongest manufacturing job base of any state in the United States of America.
Our coverage included 2 30-minute specials, taking a thorough look through the eyes of hardworking families now facing an uncertain future at the hands of a company making big profits, especially making big bucks on military contracts.
Carrier.
We got this Carrier Corporation.
Carrier.
Carrier.
We covered the people and the politics. Our team hosted a town hall meeting, not to bash the company, but to empower the workers with the services and the programs to help them find jobs. Throughout, Carrier officials were invited and declined participation.
Workers take a stand outside the Carrier plant.
We've got to keep these jobs here.
I continued asking questions as employees through the United Steelworkers Union Local 1999 held rallies outside the plant, and then in April, a major rally through downtown Indianapolis.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Corporate greed has got to go!
At every turn, we reached out to Carrier to get their response. It appears the company known for producing thousands of furnaces every day could not take the heat from a reporter just asking questions everyone wanted answered.
And we want to thank Rafael Sanchez for his continued coverage over the past 10 months. Much more to come on all of this.